The emotional struggles of relationships today is something that I can't tolerate. The baggage is too heavy, the road too rough. I feel like the time is irrelevant. I try my best to do what's best just to prove I'm true. But lately, it seems like the stronger I grasp makes it harder for me to have you. I mean, you are here. You are flesh. You are present to be seen. But you are not real. You're transparent. The ends don't justify the means. You are in arm's reach, but I don't know where you are. You are so close, but you look at me from afar. I'm tired of being the one who cares. I know that I have you, but I don't feel like you're here. Where are you, love? Where have you been? What will it take to keep you? I can give you 100 moons and thousands of stars, and I still wouldn't have you. There must be more to this equation because things just don't add up. Some things gotta give, some things gotta bend, because I'm just about fed up. Would you rather be treated like others did you in the past and lack the maturity and growth? I'd rather spoil you with the finest, treat you more than your worth is, and love you, but you don't let me, you won't. So here we are at this moment of time. I look into your eyes where the light used to shine. Knowing whose heart's fate that's meant to be broken is mine. Knowing that you don't trust me, but you rather lie. Lie about your intentions, lie about how you feel, lie about why you're with me. Can you finally be real? Because I want you, need you, depending on you to be here. Losing you, misusing you is my deepest fear. But at this point, I'm not scared of letting go of this stress. For one day, you're gonna realize you're letting go of the best. The best is where your heart is, and surely you're in mine. But I'm fading from yours, it's just in due time. I've tried to show you how I feel, but your heart is locked with a bolt. I can see you, I can feel you, I have you, but I don't.
Hello, and thank you for joining us again for Doll Media Entertainment's 15 Minutes of Fame, Fashion, Art, Music, and Events. I'm your host, Love Me Lux, and here we have today Stephen A. Bartell as my guest. Today we're going to do the show a little bit different. We're going to talk about relationships, we're going to talk about books, we're going to talk about media tourages. So I want you guys to bear with us because the poem in the beginning really spoke about the potential that relationships have. A lot of women don't ever reach that potential. Stephen here has a lot to say about that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you know who he is. He does have a book that is coming out, Women Are Stupid and Men Are the Reason. However, I myself am a little biased that I believe that there are a lot of men who are stupid and there are women who are the reason. Women are very manipulative, and as they say, P-U-S-S-Y, rules the world. I don't know.
Here we go.
I'm at a loss.
You are, because, you know, like the book, like the title is very controversial, you know, and it wasn't meant to just call women stupid or, you know, blame each other. It's about taking responsibility for ourselves, for our own actions. It's about the battles that we go through, you know, and how unless we get it together with us first, you know, I get really inspirational, you know, with battling depression, homelessness, you know, jobless, you know, and stuff like that, you know, coming from a man's point of view of the way I see the world.
So how you feel women affect that, or?
Somewhat, you know, like our generation, our society is very misguided. Like our roles are all messed up.
Oh yes, say it again. Because a lot of women these days want to be the man want to be the woman. Like our roles are completely messed up. What happened to chivalry? What happened to the hierarchy actually in the family when men used to run everything? Like women had to run it past their man before they could do anything. Now we're just talking too much. Look at me. I talk a lot. Okay, I know. My boo would say the same thing or whatever. But we need our roles to get back in check or whatever, because then we'll have a lot more control of our families. We'll have a lot more men staying around. A lot more women doing what they're supposed to do as mothers. Just because you're a mother doesn't mean that you're doing a good job. Doesn't mean you should be in that role, because a lot of mothers don't belong there. They're raising more people who don't belong there. So they're raising people who don't understand relationships and boundaries. Like there always has to be a boundary in a relationship. There is none, then we're just doing everything. We're just doing just lives.
So rotating the cycle, like a lot of people think being submissive is like a wrestling, you know, whatever the case may be. And it's not. Being submissive, you know, to me is not just for a woman, but also for a man. You know, like man is supposed to be the head of the household. Like I always tell people, you know, once I have kids, you know, the toughest thing that I want my wife to say is wait until you have kids. You know, that should be the toughest thing, you know, and I don't want to rule my family. I want someone who's strong and going to be side by side, you know, with me. You know, and just like I'm not gonna make all the decisions. I'm gonna talk to my wife, so it's being submissive towards each other. And like we don't have that. Like we were gonna settle to be someone's baby's father or somebody's baby's mama, and I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna try to bring
Not that.
no, I'm trying to bring the old school. Like relationships, you know, don't work. You know, doesn't mean that those two people have to be bad parents.
Yeah, you be cordial. Like I'm a mother, and me and my son's father are very cordial with each other. You know, my son is very happy. It's seamless. It's very seamless. He sees us the same amount of time. It's like he's the mother and I'm the father at times too. Like, you know, we both interact very, very well with each other, I believe, and my son doesn't even notice anything different. And he's always calling me from there like, "Mommy, you coming over with us?" Like, when do I ever come over with you? I never do. But you know, but he's comfortable enough to say that because like in his mind, these is my parents. Like they're together. Like, you know. So
Like,
and even if you don't have kids, it just has to have some type of
Like
cohesion.
relationships are hilarious. You know, only because like we don't get each other. Like I said, you know, we worry more about sex than intimacy. Like a lot of people don't want intimacy. You know, they're very bang bang, see folk later, and like I'm out. You know, and that's it. You know, but intimacy is more mental and physical. You know, so it doesn't matter. Meaning that you can take someone for all their flaws and all. You know, if you're dealing with somebody, you know, body wise or personality wise, when you chose to say, okay, I'm with you, I'm gonna have sex with you. You know, like that shouldn't stop.
And it shouldn't change based on, I know a lot of relationships change up when a person's parents changes, or you know, you get comfortable in relationships. When you get married, you're supposed to get back. Like, that just means you're happy. Back means happy. Nothing else, you know? And if you feel like your spouse is getting somewhere you don't want them to be, why antagonize them? Why not say, let's go together. Let's do this together. Like, let's go to the gym. Let's go for a walk around the park or whatever it is, rather than verbally attacking them. Because once you say, okay, I want to be this person, you accept them at their worst. If you can't accept somebody at their worst, you do not deserve them at their best. Let me tell you. So I want to like just talk about these books really quick that I want to recommend to you guys to read because I feel like they will help direct you. Omar Tyree, I don't read a lot of his books, I'm gonna say that, because I don't really do the black drama thing. Like I just really feel like there's so much more to life than that, and I hope you guys believe the same thing. But For the Love of Money is a really good book. We are in a recession right now. We have been in a recession longer than most of you have known that we were in a recession. But a lot of us do worship money, value money, and money honestly can break or make a relationship. It really can. If you're struggling together and you don't know how to handle your struggles, or you're just under a lot of pressure, sometimes that gets in the way, and you forget who you're supposed to be to the person you are with because you're too busy trying to get money or to help your own personal situation out. But it's a cohesion thing, like I said before. It's something that you need to work out together, and if you can't handle it together, then you just need to be apart. It's just not gonna happen. So another book is A Mighty Love, Anita Doreen Diggs. A Mighty Love, the title itself, mighty. Like, this is what we're talking about when we're talking about relationships sticking together no matter what. When you say for better or for worse, through sickness and in health. If somebody is paralyzed, if they're dying, you're supposed to be right there by their side.
People are afraid of that.
I have needs, I need to have sex, whatever. They got vibrators. Do y'all know that? Girl, you better go get you some batteries. Because that man is supposed to be the love of your life, and vice versa with that man. Like, you get some porn or whatever it is you gotta do to practice to get up, but you gotta really be committed to a relationship to have one, you know? And also another book, The Other Woman, Eric Jerome Dickey. A lot of you men have other women, women with an S. Yes, that's probably not even a word, but you need to basically keep in check and stop treating your main chick the same way you treat your side chick. If you're gonna want to mess around, which you shouldn't, I'm not condoning it, but you make sure that these women know their places. They know what it is, where they should stand and where they shouldn't stand. Sister Soldier, Midnight. I had to have a moment of silence. This book is awesome. If a man does not know how to be a man, if you are dating a 26 to 35-year-old and he is still confused about life, buy him this for Christmas. Buy him this for his birthday, for Valentine's Day. Oh my God, I read this book and I was in tears. It like reflected so much on what a father should be, and that I lacked a father most of my life, but it just brings you right home. Brings you right home. So what do you have coming up?
Well, my TV show Shine goes live on December 27th at 8 o'clock on BNN, channel 23. And what we do is we take local talent, we give them a chance to perform, then I'll interview them on our couch, and we talk about what's going on in our social media, what's going on in our communities, and things like that. I also have a radio show on 108.1 Blast Radio FM, the Stephen A. Martin Concept Show, Uncensored, and I talk about relationships, and I talk about, you know, a whole bunch of stuff, you know, for about 2 or 3 hours with a bunch of music. Like she was saying, like, you can definitely follow me on Twitter at Steve305Concept with a K. You can also find the website by that same name. You know, and the book comes out in February, so like,
and I'm recommending that to y'all too. So please go out and support this man. Like he said, Steve305 Concept. We want to thank you so much for tuning in with us today at 50 minutes of fashion, art, music, and events. However, we did go off that topic, but we appreciate you. I'm your host, Love Me Looks, 2 things in a tongue. Peace, love, and help.
I run up in his house and divide his cake. He get off at 5, he be surprised by 8. Me and you gone on a fine wine date. Catching up on old times, reminiscing on how we used to slow grind. Young and in love, I guess love wasn't blind, cause I found you just fine. I'm still in love with my ex chick. I'm kinda stressing and regretting that I left quick.